Hello, hello, hello. What the fuck is up?
Hey, what's going on, YouTube?
Meant to vent, bitch asses.
Here we are back once again, bringing you that coronavirus update.
Hold up.
Hold up to what? What, am I interrupting you again?
Fuck that. Shut the fuck up.
Eat a dump truck full of dicks.
So, we're back with another episode of
Meant
to
Vent.
I'm your boy Jaime, and you can reach me at the Real Jaime1.
And I'm your boy Will. You can reach me on Instagram at OneTakeWill.
And we're back, man. I hope everybody's staying safe, keeping clean.
Yeah, stay corona free, people.
You know, do all
6
that
feet.
stuff. Do what you can do. Do what you
6
can do
feet,
to help
keep
out.
your distance. You know.
Don't be so greedy. You know, if you got you scored something, maybe share it with somebody. I always had this fun game I used to try to play, and so I'm actually gonna try this with you right now.
Okay.
So let's grab a movie,
Oh yeah, I like games.
and if you could take one letter from the movie title that would completely change the plot,
right.
what movie would it be, and what's the new plot? Go.
Okay. Can we change Harry Potter to Harry Pothead? And it's a stoner who's trying to find the most magical weed ever, and he goes on a journey across the land with his 3 friends.
No,
One is a ginger.
you can't, because one, it's been already taken. Two, you can only change the letter in the front of the movie.
Shit. Okay, so I was trying to get a
You
little
broke
creative.
the damn rules.
All right,
Let's
all
try
right,
this again.
all right.
Rewind. I'm gonna throw that sound in effect in a
I
minute.
want, why don't you give me an example? Tell me what you got.
All right. So I'll give you an example. If you change the first letter of this movie title, you might have to get a little creative. Start going through the movie banks. That when you change this one letter in the title, it totally changes the whole plot. So I got a choice for you.
Okay.
Pull it out the memory bank right now.
Sure, hit me with it.
Free Willy. Now I'm going to take the first letter out, and I'm going to change it to a T for Tree Willy. And this movie plot is going to change. It's going to be about no killer whale that escapes being in captivity and, gas bombs by this dude over here. It's going to be about Tree Willy. Tree Willy's going to be this OG gangster who grew up in the hood and had hard times and grew up in the dope game. And he came out successful and gets brought down by the big bosses because there's no life and there's no long-term event in that lifestyle.
Sounds like
Tree
a wild
Willy.
movie.
And they got sequels.
They got sequel? Yeah, Tree Willy 2. Does it get to Tree Willy Tree?
It's called Tree Willy 2, Branching Out.
Wah, wah.
Where's your movie at?
All right. I was thinking they could change Star Wars to Car Wars. And then they could make a 7-part series about it where it's 2 guys who form a brothership. They're on opposite ends of the track. And they end up embracing together. And they do 7
that
movies.
sounds like the most easiest copped out of a movie. I'm going to go from star to car. You're going to only change one letter. You're changing 2 letters.
God damn it.
You suck at this game.
I do suck at this
And then you're
game.
going to ruin my story when I'm trying to break down a whole story in the back life of Tree Willy. Everybody's going to want to know about Tree Willy. There's going to be a soundtrack made by Jeezy and some of these other mumble rappers like Tekashi 6ix9 is going to get out of prison and do an album for fucking Tree Willy. He's going to get a whole new face tag. He's going to change his name 9 from 69 to 72. Bring it in. Choose a movie.
You want a
Go.
hug?
Movie.
You want a hug?
Go. Take the movie. Change it.
You want to do Batman? Change it to Fat Man.
You can
And it's
do
about
that.
a guy who's always going to the grocery store and buying up everything. And then when he goes to what's that all-you-can-eat buffet? Not the Chinese one, the other one, the Golden Corral. Goes there, he gets kicked out because he's there for 7 hours.
Okay,
And
okay.
then he has to go to court. And you know who the attorney is? Guess who it is? Dustin Hoffman.
Damn. And he eats bowls of ranch like you would eat a bowl of ice cream or yogurt.
Oh yeah, he gets to the ranch fountain,
He eats sticks of butter like they're candy bars.
just shoving them in there. Just
He
whole
goes to
candy
people
bars
at
a
restaurants.
time.
He's like, "You're gonna eat your butter?"
Is it the little butters in the little packets, or is it
He
like
don't
a
care
big
if
stick?
it's a stick at home or the butter's in the packets.
You won't let me change more than one letter. I got other ideas. Like you could change Sony to Baloney, and it's a company that all they sell is baloney. You could call it Sony Baloney if you want.
You could change. Well, if that was the case, then you could change Polar Express to Bipolar Express and have a bunch of crazy motherfuckers with mental issues in it.
You could change Polar Express to Bowler Express, and it's a movie about bowling, but the guy's got a fake hand.
Yeah, and then you could bring fucking Bill Murray back in it and redo that movie again.
Exactly.
Like,
Was
we
it-
all want to see that one again.
Oh, come on.
It was funny as fuck, but you can't redo that movie. That's a classic.
I know, But you
like
can do
like
it again.
Porky's. Nobody will redo Porky's.
Why
You can't
not?
touch Porky's.
Come on. You know what?
And the only reason I say that is because
Pour some of your beer into mine.
shit, go get your own damn beer.
I'm just kidding.
No, the only reason you can't redo Porky's is like I was saying. Like if you ever want to do a movie, you can't redo Porky's. The only reason I say is because Porky's brought everything you wanted. They brought the sex, they brought the nudity, brought the comedy,
Wasn't Kim
brought the
Cattrall in that
individual
movie?
characters, and they made like I don't even know 7 or 6 of them movies, man. It was
Yeah,
just
but in the
wild.
first one, wasn't Kim Cattrall in the first one?
I don't even remember
That lady from Sex and the City.
I don't remember a lot of the actors in that movie or actresses, but I just know it was phenomenal. It was fun. It was when I was younger. It was just like your first time of seeing those crazy
She played in that
nude
movie
scenes
Mannequin,
and whatnot.
and she was hot. I think you got to see her topless in that movie.
I remember I think she was in the Bachelor Party.
Oh,
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, yeah.
That was a funny one too.
That was a funny movie.
But what if you could start a conspiracy of your own? What would you want to base it upon? Like, would you go serious government style? Would you be funny, like something on a celebrity, or like what would you do? What kind of conspiracy would you start?
I think I would have to go with something that like interconnects everything. Like definitely like make the celebrities out to be a certain way in like a silly manner, but it's a government conspiracy and it seems realistic.
That sounds weird, and I have no idea what you're talking about. Please explain this a little more.
All right, so what you would do is the government would have this very serious plot that makes all the rich people act in a manner where they feel like they need attention and they want to be in control. So they act really crazy and they're always taking photos of themselves. And
I got to
sending them out
interrupt you
there.
right now because you sound like you're doing the weather. Every hour on the hour. Here's your local weather on the 8th. So yeah, man, stuff's getting crazy. They got us all feeling like we're all grounded kids that didn't want to clean our rooms all week. And then when it's allowance time, the parents are like, no, you didn't clean your room. You didn't do your chores. Now you got to stay in. You're grounded.
Yeah, this government, the governor went on. She said basically, I watched her speech. She was like, if y'all don't behave, if you keep sticking to doing what you're doing and, moving in the small groups and all this other nonsense, then we won't shut the city down. It sounds to me like that's the plan. I'll bet you we're going to get shut down. I don't want that shut down. Fuck that shit. I don't want to be locked indoors.
Yeah, that'd be like real grounded. If military gets involved, you're like super grounded.
Yeah. I can't go outside and play with my friends.
Man, it'd just be messed up to like stay in.
Not enough new video games have come out for me to want to sit inside.
Yeah, and there ain't enough good enough movies. We need more movies.
For sure. People need to get to work on that shit. How about a real conspiracy? Where's the bodies?
Let the bodies hit the flow. Let the bodies hit the flow.
Who's died? Is this real? Is this real life right now? Are we at a time in our lives where this is happening?
Yeah, I think there really is stuff happening. And I know there's people trying to say, like, it could be a hoax and it could be not a hoax. But you guys kind of seen the panic that happens when just a little bit of information gets out.
That's true.
And there could be quality or legitness to some of the things that people are saying as far as the deaths go. And some people are like, oh, I don't see this and that. But a lot of times it keeps some information out just to keep everybody calm.
Did you notice the order of when you'd go to buy toilet paper, you'd go down the aisle, there'd be no toilet paper, but then you'd see like Kleenex, because there's no wet wipes, so you pass the wet wipes, and it's Kleenex, gone. Cotton balls, gone.
So what are you doing with your toilet paper shortage? You got toilet paper or you got?
No, I got toilet paper. Yeah, no, I got that secret weapon.
What you got?
I got grandma. Grandma is the bomb. This woman right here, she's like, hey, do you need anything? And I was like, oh, I'll just take a couple things. Because, she's retired. She's home all day. I come home, and grandma bought out half the grocery store for her, I, and my mother.
Nice.
I was like, damn, Gram, where did you find toilet paper? She's like, I got my ways. You know how grandma is. She's all sweet and innocent.
She's probably been around since the Purple Gang, so she had like them connections. You see the owner, and she walks in the store, and there's another blue knuckle, and look at each other and like, back in the like old time 50s days,
Oh yeah, she had one of those connections. She had that French connection like they had in World War II. That's what I'm talking about. That love connection.
Speaking of love connection, my lady's been watching this show on Netflix, and I kind of got into it. It's pretty wild. It's called Love is Blind. I know you guys probably heard about it.
My wife watches it, and I've watched a few episodes with her. It's very strange.
So it is so wild. Let me get you into this craziness. So
yeah, give us a description.
I was knocking it before I watched it. I was talking all this shit. Like, man, I don't want to watch this shit. I don't want to watch this shit. Change the channel, baby. Change the channel.
That was me. I didn't want to watch it either.
So she's like, come on, man. I'm like, baby, just change the channel. I didn't want to watch it.
Yeah.
So she's like, just give it a chance. So I gave it a chance. I'm like, okay. Trying to play my phone, Don't even want to pay attention to it. Then all of a sudden they start talking. And I'm like, what the hell is this? So it got my little attention a little bit. And so they got this fucking piece of paper. You can kind of see the little silhouette of the way, depending on the lighting.
Yep.
You get to talk back and forth. You get about a week. And some people are like straight up.
Wait a minute. They talk back and forth between a paper. They don't get to see
You
each
don't get
other.
to see these
you
people.
just get to see the silhouette of each other.
That's it.
So
And
you
then the
don't-
silhouette can be
listen,
modified because you get a
you-
weird shadow. You don't know if that big wart's over here,
Exactly
here.
what I
where
was
the
gonna
dark
get
spot is.
at.
Just like the dark side of the moon. You never see that side. You get that weird spot, and it's just in the shadows.
I mean,
Creeping in the shadows.
Are you gonna see if her mole on her left cheek has a mullet? No, you're not gonna. The shadows aren't gonna pick.
Is it
going to
be pulsating with a part, like it's got its hair part to the side that's growing out of that mole on her cheek?
That's
No,
what
you're
I'm
not going to see
saying.
it. Or him. Or him, that matter. He's got a crazy ass cleft lip like fucking Joaquin Phoenix, and that shit's going to be splitting out a pulsating word out of that?
Ugh.
You don't even know
A
because you got that
wart out
fucking
of a-
paper.
Ugh.
You guys decide you're going to go take this relationship to the next level, and then my man's going to come around. It's going to be a Sasquatch.
What if he's got like part of his ear missing? The shadow's not gonna pick.
He's going to
that
come
up.
around. It's going to be a Cyclops. He'll be like, but his profile was so nice. Look at that nice jawline. And he come around with that one big eye, like, ugh. Came at you with that. Brought you with a Cyclops.
All right. So anyway, so this is how you see each other, right? And then what? How much time passes before they start proposing to each other? Don't they propose to each other?
They all do. Not all of them do, but sometimes they get to that moment where they want to take it to the next level.
So you take a friendship, you build a friendship without ever seeing each other. It's kind of a
That's like taking pen pals to like a whole nother level, dude.
It is.
It's like bringing the paper you used to send to places and just put it right in between y'all,
And then you talk.
and you don't even
Face
write
to
no more. You
face.
just drop the pen, and now you're talking through the paper.
Yeah. That's just like having.
That's crazy.
You know what? That's a beautiful description of it.
Thank
Takes
you.
Pen pal.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I
Takes
take
pen-
pride in that shit.
I know you asked me a question earlier. We were talking earlier before the show. You said, the oddest thing I've ever smelled.
Yeah, crazy smells. Crazy smells.
All right, maybe it's not odd. It is an odd smell because it smells disgusting. But a friend of mine, we used to golf a lot, and we were doing things while we would golf. You know, things that would alter your mental state. Let's say, and we would play golf while doing it. So he convinced me one day, very easily. At
You
that.
talking hallucinogens?
Not quite that far. We're talking the Mary Jane.
Oh, the stupidogens.
There you go. Now you're talking.
We call it AKA stupidogens. Them
The
motherfuckers
shit-
just either freeze you up or get you all motivated. You get them one people that.
or
that
you get easily convinced to
you
do
get-
shit.
So I'm just saying, like you get them people. Like you got them people that different. You know, you see all them different categories of people that get all stoned. So, anyways,
The evening report, people.
there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. You know, guys know how they're telling everybody to self quarantine. You know, follow the rules. We don't want people spreading germs around. All that stuff just to be safe. It's wild, but we might as well just follow the rules. And
Yeah, we got to
whatnot.
be safe. You know, we're not sure if this is real or not.
Right. So
And-
you hear these people saying there's these like conspiracies going on. You hear certain people saying this could be a hoax and all these crazy things. So what do you think?
It's. You really want to open this can of worms? Okay. All right.
I
here we
mean,
go.
I just want to hear what you think. You know,
I'm
there's
telling
all
you what
these
I
weird,
think. What I think is,
these
here's
weird
what I
stories
think.
coming out.
I think that this virus is real. I don't know if it's worse or not than they're telling us. That I can't figure out. But I know it's being used to cover up other activities around the world. That's my opinion.
I do think it's pretty bad, and some people get intel that we don't usually get, and it gets blown out of proportion. But we do panic, and that's what, a little bit of information that got out caused us to panic.
Yep.
And, that's why I think maybe it is worse than it may be, but they're trying to keep a little bit of numbers down just because they're trying to do what they can to keep it under control. But
Well, that's
people
the
are
media.
crazy.
The media. They're
The
always
media is a wild beast.
they're always trying to stir everybody up. Instead of reporting the news and trying to help everybody stay safe, help everybody to survive and succeed, they just try to stir everybody up because it gets them money, it gets attention.
The
it gets
media is
them
just like
ratings.
what Red Bull does to your heart rate.
Yeah, it just revs it
It's
up.
all revved up. Get everybody revved up in one big shot.
I'll bet watching 10 minutes of the news now is like drinking 3 Red Bull.
You even got like that politician guy, Ron Paul, even saying this is a hoax. Like this is all like politics.
Oh,
This
that
is all
old
the-
guy? Isn't that Rand
you
Paul's
know.
dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you even got him trying to push it to this way, and all we're missing now is Alex Jones to come out. But they got him blocked. But they're trying to get. That's all we're missing now is for him to come out with his Infowars.
Oh my God, that would be amazing if that happened.
He'd be coming out of nowhere.
The
you know what I'm
guy's
saying?
got, he'll come out with it. It'd be
So back to this conspiracy shit. Like I said before, man, all we're missing is Alex Jones to be over there with like that Infowars.
Yeah, the Infowars. He was just telling us.
They're drinking your baby's blood and at the same time creating the coronavirus. That's my Alex
They'll
Jones.
be telling us how they're draining the cows of all their sanity and pumping it into us and calling it a virus through the 5G.
This just in. They're pulling Wi-Fi signals from the neurons of cattle, and that's why they're communicating with the dolphins. On the next InfoWars.
Oh, they're going to tell you, just in, the moon is a hologram.
No, that's all I'm saying is sometimes conspiracies can get blown out of proportion. That's the only reason I want to do that.
Well, here's the thing it's I don't know. I don't think it's 100% what's going on, but it's better to be safe than sorry. So I'm still practicing the right practice. I'm staying clean, all that other bullshit.
Yeah.
I
You
wipe
gotta
my
do that.
ass.
You got to do that.
You know, I shower every other day. You don't want to shower every day, not at this time of year. It dries your skin out.
Man, I can't be doing that, especially with my skin. I hold that high melanin count. My shit be I would just turn all pale. I'll look like a walking ghost, or like I walked and somebody just doused me with like baking powder.
You know, they say white people get ashy too. You just can't see it because it's all the same color.
They even say that white people are the real colored people, other than the dark people, because when the white people when they get embarrassed, they turn red.
That's true.
If they get hurt, they get bruised.
That's true.
They get mad, they get even redder.
Because we get different colors. We're like a crayon box.
Y'all can't breathe, you turn purple.
It's true.
If we get tan,
You ain't wrong.
If I get too tan, I look so dark, I look purplish.
Yeah. Or you ever see somebody so tan that from the sun they're dark skinned, but they get so tan they look a little blue?
No, they get so tan, it's like navy tan.
It's crazy. But yeah, definitely. We're more like the box of crayons. You know, we get all the different colors.
It's just bananas the way people can, back to that topic, the way people can take things out of control. You got to just wild, you get the conspiracies and people get wild and you just get riled up and it causes more panic.
Well, the problem is everybody started panicking because of the media riled everybody up, and they started buying up everything, only thinking about themselves. They were all acting selfish. We failed this test, people. This was a test. And
it passed for the government standards, but
Yes.
it didn't test for the citizenship humanity
Right.
standards.
I mean, we definitely failed that one. We got to be better to each other.
That was like a D minus. And that's because you stayed after for class and shit.
That was that check minus.
Yeah, you got
Remember
extra
that
credit.
shit?
You got extra credit and shit. For real. Or how about when Trump, man, when he went off on that reporter trying to stir up a panic? He was
I
like,
loved that.
You're a horrible reporter.
Listen, I got a little bit of a chubby. I love
He
the way
reminded me of Mayor Quimby from The Simpsons. He was like, "You're a horrible reporter.
you need to get back to reporting the news."
I'm the mayor of Springfield." That's what he's trying to remind me of on that side right there. "I'm the mayor of Springfield. You should never report again in your life."
I'm telling you right now, it was the most amazing thing. It's not the first time he's done some shit like this. He will tell you, how does it feel to get bitch slapped by the president? Because that's what happened. You got bitch slapped
man.
by the president
On national TV.
On national TV.
On live TV,
Did
not
you
just national TV.
Did you see the look on that reporter's face? He was just like,
Yeah, he put his hands up like, did that emoji. He did the real emoji. Like, oh.
he looked like he got slapped with that chancla.
Oh, man, he got hit with that brush over.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Donald Trump's hair has been looking crazy.
Only thing that was missing was from that show he used to be on, The Apprentice, when he was like, "You're fired," with that strike, that snake strike. That's all that was missing. Like, you're fired as a journalist. You're never going to do another report again. You're fired.
You're fired. You're
That's all
never
that was
working this
missing.
town again.
He used to do that in The Apprentice. He used to throw his hand up and be like, "You're fired.
Oh, I remember.
You're fired." That was him.
Maybe instead of him doing it, he'll hire that one lady who used to be like, "You are the weakest link."
He would look
Goodbye."
at that reporter. "I'd rather hire a journalist from China than hire a reporter just like you.
Let me be
You're
clear.
fired. You're
It's-
fired."
You got to roll your lip up when you say it's from China.
My lips are rolled up as it is. I got that. I can't help it.
Your lips rolled up like a blunt. So, but yeah, no, you're right. Taking it back. It's wild. We definitely need to look out for each other better.
Yeah, like I was saying before earlier, spread that wealth, man. If you can help somebody out, if you're more fortunate than others, it would be help. It shows a lot. It would show a lot of merit in an individual to share the wealth.
You know how
to
I'm-
share it and help out.
You know how I'm a gun enthusiast. It was disheartening to see how fast the gun stores emptied out
Mm-hmm.
because people are preparing. They're gearing up to fight man on man. That's what
And
they're
that's
doing.
not what it's about, man. It's
No.
not what it's about.
It's about
you
help your fellow
realize,
man.
when you guys try to realize who the real enemy is when your eyes will really see the
That's
real
right.
picture.
Band together, because the real enemy is going to come and show itself, and we need to stand together in order to defeat it, or we will fall like Greece, like Rome. We will fall.
And that's why it brings me back to my other Alex Jones conspiracy. Why do you think they're making all these drones and robots? Because humans have emotions. They're not going to go down the streets and kill human beings that are innocent and doing nothing at all. That's why they got a robot. He's not going to think about it. He's just going to follow a program and a direction and a directive. He'll kill you all and won't even think twice.
Dude, that was amazing. That sounded amazing.
Thanks. Thank you.
I was mesmerized just now at your voice. You do a very good impression that way. That was mesmerizing.
Well, that's what they do when they want to infiltrate the system. They want to rile up the public and keep you all separated when we all should be banding together. And that's my Alex Jones for today, and that's my InfoWars.
You know, I hear a little bit of Macho Man Randy Savage in there.
It's not nowhere near Macho Randy Savage, brother, because if you see any more veins pop out of my face, then you would know I'm talking like Macho Man Randy Savage. And if you hear a crazy snap of me biting a handheld sausage, then I'll be doing a snap into a Slim Jim commercial for fucking Randy, the Hitman, fucking Macho Man Savage.
Dude, I'm watching that vein on the side of your head here. I thought
that's not the only one. My hat's covering them all. It'd
Oh,
be like
I know.
that vein that pops out when you're drinking a thick-ass McDonald's milkshake.
You're
never
fucking-
going to drink it on your first sip. It works like 20 minutes before you can get that shit to pop through the straw. You're like, and you get a little bit on your tongue. You get a little bit on your tongue. You get excited. Like, and you start fucking licking it. Like, oh, my God, I got a little bit. And that's what happens when you get that McDonald's milkshake.
Dude, that vein looked like it was about to come out and start tickling your ear through
If you see it wink at you, let me know, because that's when I got to go to the doctor.
Dude, it curled up into the shape of a heart and told me how much it loved me.
I saw it flex. I felt it flex on the mirror. I saw it over there. I was like,
It was crazy. And then the one on the side of your head, it was just boop, 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 boop. It was like wiggling around like an antenna.
so how did you like my Alex Jones?
Oh, it's amazing. That's my macho.
A.K.A. Billy Hicks.
Right. Gotta love it. You know who that is, everybody.
It's the same man.
Exactly.
You know what's crazy?
It's really nice.
You know, speaking about this, back to this virus that's been taking everybody. You know, I try to get off the subject, but it kind of, you know, it's serious, man. So we kind of kept rebounding back. You know, we keep bouncing back. You got to acknowledge our president for once, man. This dude's handling a lot of shit at once.
It's handling a heavy situation.
I give him a hard time. I've probably been one of the most biggest critics of our president. I feel like he's doing the president's job. I just felt like he was bad public speaking. But, man, he's handling his shit, man. He's got his shit locked down right now. And people are trying to rattle his game. He ain't rattling his game. He ain't sleeping. You could tell he ain't sleeping. He's got that crazy, crooked, half-shut, right Popeye eye thing going on. And he's
Just
still holding it down.
pulsating.
Yeah, and he's still holding it down.
He's throwing paper. He's signing bills and just flinging them aside like
I
it's
ain't
nothing.
claiming no political side. All I'm saying is I recognize game.
He's putting it down.
And he's putting in work.
You know, another thing I love about him is the fact that how he compliments everybody, all the people in politics who make decisions. He's like, he's a very good guy. You know, he's making the right decisions. They're doing all he can. He's always complimenting and supporting everybody. You don't get a lot of that.
But you ever notice when he talks and like other presidents talk or people of politics, it always looks like they want to say something else.
Oh, you can
So
tell.
you can tell, like, and it's hurting him. He's stressed out. He's not sleeping. And that's what's causing that one Popeye where he's like, because he really wants to tell you all what's really going on. And then he had that one reporter where he trashed him because he tried to panic. He knows that information.
Yep.
But my man tried to bring it out in a blast, and he ain't going to put the public on blast. But my man's trying to help everybody out. Because the last thing we need is more panic. A person with social media can cause panic. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. You know, he's got that piece of paper. They hand him that piece of paper. His handlers give him a piece of paper.
That's what's up.
And then he has to read on it, because if he doesn't, I'll bet there are consequences for not following the script.
Everybody's got to follow the rules some way or another. You know, that's how it goes. That's how the wheel turns.
You can tell when he's reading his speeches, though, that he tries to freestyle a little bit. He steps outside the lines. You can see it.
You ever
in the
want
way
to tell?
he talks.
You ever want to notice, for some people that don't notice, what we and him notice all the time, because we read that human behavior. That's like a drug to us. It's human behavior. Your reaction to an actual action, just like the physics. An action, you know, is an opposite an action of a reaction, or whatever the hell that way that goes.
It's an action. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
Thank you for putting that the right way for myself.
Yeah, a little Bill Nye
I got a little
there.
beers in me, so you know my speech is getting a little jumped around. No.
Now, but what you were going to say about what we've noticed, I don't know if it's the same thing as what you've noticed, but my favorite thing, and this is what tells me he's stepping outside of the script, is his favorite thing is to he'll say the same thing. He'll describe the same thing in a different way multiple times.
Yeah, like 19 times at the same time.
Yeah. It'll have a different way of describing the exact same
You ever
thing.
notice he does like 19 different directions of how fast they're finding a solution to this?
Very quickly, with extreme prejudice, they're doing it as rapidly as they can. It's a phenomenal speed. They're moving at light speed. There's no way they can move any faster. They're vibrating like an atom.
Look, nobody burps as much as crazy as the burps that my buddy Will does right there, right now. But nobody also is going to cure a virus as fast as me. I'm going to cure the virus as fast as anybody's ever cured a virus. And that's what he's going to tell everybody.
You, ma'am, you in the front row. You don't have the coronavirus. You got about as much coronavirus in you as I got in me, and I don't have any coronavirus.
Right. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, you can tell when he goes off script is when you see the people behind him. Like, you watch their reactions. And that's how you know our president just winged it right there. Like, when you see, like, Pence or whoever that new woman is, I forget what her name is, and then 2 other people in the background. When he starts winging it, you'll see them all go like, dude, do this look of pain. They do this shit like this. Look,
the one lady, the one lady, she's got darker skin. She looks a little shorter. I'm not sure what her nationality is. I thought she was a statue. She didn't make any moves. Two different people spoke, and I didn't see her move. And then she came to the podium and spoke, and I was like, whoa, she's not a statue?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
She had to fill the race quota. The race and height quota.
I don't know, man. I'll bet she's one of the handlers. I'll bet you she's got like a taser. He steps out of line and they just zap him.
You can tell who the handlers are by the size of the forehead. That's all I got to tell you about that. And I'm going to go into conspiracy.
But you get a nice thick cut steak, and they only just like they do that medium well. I don't know how long it takes. It's just like
if you're putting that top dollar, you
like
get that good meat. Yeah, it don't matter. It's going to be delicious.
Man, it comes and you can almost taste the murder in it.
Oh man.
That's the way I like it.
You can smell that stainless steel or whatever steel just went and carved it.
Like when you cut into it, I'll have my knife and my fork. My lips are moist from the saliva that's building up in my mouth, and I'll cut it. And all of a sudden, just for a split second, the restaurant will quiet for a split second, and I'll hear a little as I'm cutting that.
See, like vegans don't know what we're talking about.
No, it's
when it
delicious.
Comes to that stuff.
It's
delicious. It's like euphoric.
Yeah, absolutely. It's absolutely euphoric.
And I don't know anything about vegans because I'm not a vegan. And no disrespect to vegans. I understand you guys, whatever anybody believes in, that's your beliefs. But I just don't understand because, like, do you guys have that euphoric moment when you cut open a nice juicy steak the way you wanted it, the right cut, it's real thick.
This is like porn right here.
Spearing out like crazy ass juices. Oof. You didn't need no sauce on it, no A1. You pop that bite in your mouth, and it's almost like you're like, oh, when you took that bite in. Is there a vegetarian dish that makes you have that same feeling? If there is, please send a message to our DMs at the Real Jaime One on Instagram
and One Take Will on Instagram,
because we really want to know.
We do. Well, I don't know, but at the same time, the way you describe that, I need to tell the parents out there, you might want to cover the ears of your children because that was pornographic.
It was.
Now, do you vegans out there have anything like that you can describe in a pornographic nature that makes you want to cover the ears of your children?
If there is a dish like that, I really would be open to trying it, and I would even try it on our show.
Absolutely,
because I'm totally like meat and potatoes guy. Like I love vegetables, whatnot. But
I'm always down.
Meat and potatoes guy.
You see this? I'm down to try new foods.
I'm
always down.
Yeah. Totally.
On a side note, with all this nonsense going on in the world, I know I call it nonsense because I'm being facetious, but it's really kind of crazy. But are we gonna that meat made me think about it? Are we gonna be able to barbecue?
I think we can barbecue.
I mean, shit. They're talking. I want to be out. It's getting that time of year. The weather's getting nice.
Oh
out.
yeah.
I want to be able to barbecue.
The other day we could have barbecued in the morning.
I was barbecuing brats. Yeah, no shit. It was nice and warm that day. It was humid. Yeah. Too bad we had to go to work. Too bad we didn't shut down yet.
We got a grill at work. We need to utilize it more.
We do. We need to start bringing steaks at work and grilling that shit
That's
up.
What's up?
Yeah, check it out, y'all.
You can see it probably in the window in the back.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm worried. A lot of my summer activities, I like going out with my dogs, and we go down to the park and go to the hill, and I like to look at all the young pretty girls and pretend I'm just walking my dog, because that's what time of year, all that springtime, all the titties come out.
That's what happened. You don't need a Gatorade.
No.
I remember being at this one park, and I was there with my sister. She likes to do her laps and whatnot, and I'd be out there in my rollerblades. I seen this old man on his rollerblades in overalls. He looked like a farmer. And my mom was kicking it under overalls.
Were they full pants?
Yeah, they were. And he had to be like in his 80s, man. And he was all smiling. And my sister's
Did he have a big beard?
No beard at all.
Okay,
Clean
okay.
shaved, glasses, nice straw hat. I mean, the
Wow,
most
straw hat.
stereotypical farmer.
Yeah.
But he was on rollerblades at this park. And my sister's like, man, look at him go. I wonder what gives this guy this energy. And I look at her like, are you kidding me? And you see these girls in front of him. There's like a group of 6 girls in front of him on rollerblades, and they're all in these little spandex pants that are just right above the cooch, like right there.
Yep.
It's like a cup, what they would call like a cooch cup.
And his eyes are just boring
Yeah,
holes into their booties.
If that's a real thing, that's what they would call them shorts. It was like cooch cups. They were like right at the bottom, just right there.
Yep.
Like Donald Trump wouldn't have no time grabbing y'all.
No, he'd get right there.
There'd
In
be
it.
like no wall. There would be no barrier. Nobody would grab it better than I would.
There's-
And that's what he would do. Like that's how it was. And I was telling my sister, I'm like, you don't see them things in front of him. That's what's keeping him going.
It'd
He
be
don't
the-
need no Gatorade. He don't need no water. He's got that visual stimulant.
Exactly. His eyeballs are like lasers burning holes into them booties.
Hell yeah, it was like that cartoon you see back in the day in Looney Tunes when they had the horse running on the treadmill and they got a carrot on a fish line in front of him.
Yup.
It was just like that. He
That's
was just
keeping
like,
him fit. He's
whoosh,
following that booty.
whoosh,
It's keeping him
whoosh.
fit.
He was just keeping up.
Man, but I'm telling you this. On a side note,
He was doing like the Bee Gees.
You talk
Staying
about-
alive, staying alive.
you talk about Trump with no wall. That'll be the first time Trump didn't talk about building a wall. He'll tell you take the wall down.
We are thinking about, neutralizing all citizens that have the coronavirus and building an individual wall around them to neutralize the virus, the China virus.
Dude, you know what we could do? I was thinking about this social distancing. You remember them old timey skirts? They were always poofed out in the old like 1800s and shit,
Yeah.
right? All the skirts were poofed out.
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
they wore a garment underneath it to make it hold out like that. I didn't know that for a long time as a kid. I didn't fucking know that. I didn't know how they did it. I just thought they made the dresses that way until one time I saw the whole process. I was like, oh no shit, wow, that doesn't make that magical anymore. But we could wear those to keep that social distancing.
Right.
Hey
right.
man, don't bump my what would you call it? I don't know. What would you name it? Don't bump my boat. This is my boat.
Respect my personal space.
Respect my boat space, my airspace. Back up.
I don't know if y'all remember that movie Dirty Dancing, but when she was starting to meet Patrick Swayze, rest in peace, the late great Patrick Swayze.
Oh, I gotta love him. That man was a brilliant
So she
man.
was trying to teach him to dance, and she was like, "Look, this is my dance space, and that was your dance space.
Yup.
So when you invade my dance space, that's a violation. You can't be doing that. Just like in that
Got to
Dirty
get up out of my dance space. And that's what them little things would be. I don't know what y'all call them. Maybe in the comments you guys know. We don't know what it is. So, but yeah, these springtime activities, this shit better not last too much longer because I'm
And
ready
even
to
if
go.
even if you do go out there, you guys go have fun with your family. That's all good, man. But just do it in respect of everybody else.
I'm bummed out. We had some shows we were going to go to that got canceled. I'm
Yeah,
real
we
bummed
had
out about
tickets. We were gonna go see Brendan Schaub. Shout out to Brendan Schaub.
That was going to be amazing.
Below the Belt.
Yep.
Fighter and the Kid,
All that
King
shit.
and the Sting, all that.
All that shit. But yeah.
Yeah. So it's pushed back. We hope our tickets are still valid.
Oh, they better be. Or we better get a refund. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And I'm worried about Riff Fest. Riff Fest coming later
Yeah.
in June. Man,
All the summer concerts,
Yeah.
all the festivals.
they better not shut none of
We
that
got
shit
all
down.
these awesome
You know-
parks by us all down here. We have all these cool summer festivals.
Just the other day, me and my lady, we were at Myers. Before this nonsense happened, we were at Myers looking at those little, them short chairs that you have to wear. You have to use at the concerts now. They're like real short. They're like this low to the
Oh
ground.
yeah.
We were looking at those. We were checking those out, and then all this nonsense happened. Well, I guess we don't need to invest in that because that's not going to happen this
Right.
year. I don't know. It's fucking crazy.
It is crazy, man.
It's ridiculous.
And I understand. It's a little different. It's new, but there ain't no time, and it doesn't mean, and it doesn't validate the overreaction.
Hey, so I was watching something that put a thought into my head that I had never considered in my whole life. I was just going,
This wasn't porn, was it?
maybe.
Oh, well then this already explains itself a lot. Then continue.
It's not porn. So I base everything I know off of what I've been taught throughout my whole life, right? We're taught by the government. They tell us what to think. And the idea that the moon hasn't been a part of the Earth, in orbit of the Earth for the entire existence of the Earth, that was a mind-boggling thing to discover that was a possibility.
It is wild, and there's a lot of things like that are available to the public that people don't look by because they're too, occupied with social media and their own social status to even take a minute to go look out what's really going on.
I
was blown away. I don't mean to cut you
no,
off.
go ahead. No, go ahead. I was going to cut you off. Go ahead.
Bringing up to that moon thing, I was blown away to find out just recently. I think it was I'm probably last year even, that the moon was in our atmosphere even. And I was reading an article about that it's like real fact that it's in our actual atmosphere.
That's crazy. Because I was taught by whoever taught me that it's our atmosphere only goes up so high and the moon's way out.
And then for them to tell us we couldn't make it past this certain distance, that the moon hit landing never happened because of these Van Allen radiation belts.
Yep. You always hear about that.
It wasn't going to happen because we couldn't. But we never experienced those because of the fact that we were within our own atmosphere.
Supposedly, the Van Allen radiation belt is about as powerful as standing in front of your microwave while you're cooking popcorn. That's about it. It's about as powerful as the radiation you get when you're in an airplane from being up high above the clouds and whatnot. You get all that radiation from the sun and the cosmic rays.
They claim, and then it brings back to those what if theories or whatnot, because they say, okay, so our spacesuits passed us through those Van Allen belts to get to the moon.
Right.
Okay, so then they asked, there was a time in the early 90s where they asked if they could use these same spacesuits.
To do what?
Pardon me. To go into Chernobyl and do more studies on Chernobyl when they had that nuclear fallout.
That's amazing. So
they said, no, you can't use these in there.
Why not?
So did they not pass through some radiation? Or did they not have to deal with radiation? If they were so strong to deal with the radiation in space, why weren't they strong enough to deal with the radiation in Chernobyl?
Dude, we've got the power. All we need to do to figure it out and learn about it ourselves, we can build a little rocket, put a GoPro on that bitch, see how high it goes.
There's all these GoFundMe pages. We should all start a GoFundMe page, build our own big-ass rocket, maybe multiple ones, our own, and say F the G-O-V. We ain't going to say the word, we don't got a flag.
You can say that. Government.
The G-O-V, yeah, G-O-B.
It's like a stick of gum.
The G-O-B-V.
You got to put that government in your mouth.
G-O-B-V.
Yeah.
Government.
The government.
Government.
Yeah, that government. It's got that flavor.
Yeah.
You don't like it, but they put it in your mouth all the time.
That's right.
You got to chew on it.
That extra sugar-free gum. Government.
Yeah, it's got no sugar. It's that nasty
no
flavor.
fluoride. It'll rot your teeth.
That government.
For sure. Definitely no fluoride.
But for sure, back to the GoFundMe.
No health benefits whatsoever.
Oh, no, it takes away from your health.
Surgeon General warnings on the side of the label.
Yeah, may cause cancer.
For sure. May annoy the shit out of you at the same time. And it ain't going to freshen your breath.
May cause a lack of toilet paper.
But it'll be good enough to pass the time.
That's right.
Government gum.
May cause drivers to drive slow in the right-hand lane.
I don't even know how we got spinned off on that new product of the government gum.
Oh, that government gum?
But that was
we were
created
talking about
by
that other day.
That was created by the Mint Event team.
Yeah, that's
can't
trademarked.
be redistributed and copied otherwise by Mint Event and One Take Will and the Real Heim One Inc. LLC.
Real debided. It's just what you sounded like just now. The real debided.
I talk sometimes like I'm underwater. That's what happens when I'm enjoying a tasty, refreshing beverage during our friendly podcast.
Friendly. Shots fired. But, fuck, what were we even talking about?
Well, I have no idea. But it was a blast talking about whatever the fuck that was.
I remember. It was that government.
We were talking about that government spearmint gum.
No, you can't say spearmint.
That government minty gum.
It's not minty.
It's that fake mint. It's inspired by mint. It says mint, but it ain't really mint. And that's kind of like what the government might do, because they say one thing and then do another thing.
I think it's that cherry flavor, because nobody likes the flavor of cherry. Everybody likes grape. Who the fuck wants cherry?
I like cherry Jolly Ranchers.
Okay, that's different. It's got a sweeter taste. But I'm talking about that cherry flavored Robitussin or that cherry flavored NyQuil.
Remember that movie Stand By Me?
Yeah.
They said if you could have any one thing in the world, what would it be? He said, that's easy. Cherry flavored Pez.
Wow. Wait, Pez came in different flavors? I don't even remember that. It's been so long since I've had a piece of Pez.
I was just quoting a movie. I just thought I would stand up for for that.
Yeah. No, I get it. Do you remember Pez?
I do.
How much Pez could you possibly eat? I'd eat about one or two, and I was done with it. It was so gritty and hard.
It was good. It was good. It was chalky, but it was good.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It was chalky. I guess if you had some indigestion, that'd be a good
remember
thing to
Runts?
take. Runts?
Runts was like this weird gum.
I don't remember Runts, no.
And it was like this, it started off with this chalky substance, and you have to throw, if you did one, you were bullshit out of luck. You were SOL like our Lions.
Why?
Like my football team, the Lions. like the fucking Lions. You know what's happening with them. I'm not going to go there. But if you fucking throw them in your mouth, they're just one piece was this chalky piece, it would turn into little individual rocks. but it was supposed to turn to gum.
Like Pop Rocks?
No, they were supposed to turn to gum.
Oh shit.
But if you didn't turn to gum till you threw like about 9 of them bitches in your mouth.
Oh fuck that. No,
You
that
like-
doesn't sound
you
enjoyable.
and there was like 12 in the whole pack. It was like runt, and then the flavor lasts about like 90 seconds, like that Gatorade gum. You remember Gatorade gum? You ever had-
I remember that Gatorade. Hey, you
It's
remember?
supposed to quench your thirst. You got 10 seconds to chew that gum. As soon as it got chewy, you better throw it the fuck out because it was like a hard ass rock.
Do you remember Warheads? Do you
Oh
remember
yeah, I remember
Warheads?
warheads.
How many of those could you put in your? Now, I think now
None.
as an adult,
I could eat like one warhead, but it would take me the long ass time.
I think the most I ever did was 3. We used to do crazy shit with that stuff.
When it comes to that sour shit, I didn't know what the fuck they were even thinking. Like I did it. I had fun with the Zots, the warheads, the
Yep.
fucking all
Even
that
nerds are a little sour.
like Sour Patch, Extreme Sour Patch.
Those are
and,
nothing.
there were some crazy other sour candies. I don't even remember them all, but there were so many. And it-
Sour
like,
Patch Extreme is not extreme enough.
the torture that you would go through some of them candies where it would make your face squinch harder than any lemon peel, orange, anything for like that 19 seconds to get past to actually taste the good shit. And then the good shit didn't even last as long as that fucking nasty, sour, bitter ass shit you had to go through. And then you're chewing that fucking hard ass fucking thing in your mouth. I don't know what the fuck it was.
And that was the most sour. You ever bite into that? Dude, when you bite into that, it's so sour. It'll make you like squinch so hard that you'll stretch your skin out.
Yeah.
And you add 5 years to your face.
Hell no. If you were like grown up eating that candy, you should have became like a pro fighter because you would have a strong ass jaw trying to chew that hard ass gum, getting past that sour shit. You're like, I, and making all these crazy ass faces, working muscles in your face you never worked before. So it made your muscle and jaw muscles probably strong as hell. All these successful UFC fighters were probably like Warhead fans as a
Ooh,
kid.
That's a possibility. You know what? You just stumbled
I
upon.
gotta break on that science.
Look, that could be a possible conspiracy theory right
Sport
there. We
science.
should dig down into that.
I'm not gonna break into you know who, but yeah, it could be another
We
conspiracy.
could dig that up. We should dig into that. We could
The
be
history of warheads and its benefits.
we could be
like
like-
the pick of destiny. It was probably their fucking little secret tool.
we would be like archaeologists.
We Jacques Cousteau that shit. You gotta start bringing your car sometime. You know,
Yeah.
we gotta do some like parody songs or
Do a little jamming.
maybe some little car. You know, if you guys want to hear some parody songs, my man can play the guitar pretty good.
I play a little guitar.
I have like zero skill in vocals, but I'm gonna do it anyways because of the sake of parodies.
I have zero skill in vocals, and I'll just belt that shit out. I'll be, "Ooh, ah."
So put them in the comments. Whatever one gets the most likes, we'll try to do a parody of. And like I said, bear with us because I can't sing, but my man can play. I probably won't do him justice.
Whoa! Don't shoot me up. Don't church me up too, Matt, or whatever the fuck it is.
You're
And then-
decent enough to know
you're
what
right.
the song is.
You're right.
You're decent enough to know what song we'll be playing, but I can't sing that good. But I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
I'm no Buddy Holly, but
Everything might sound like Barry White. I might be like, "Hey, it's just you and me," because I can't hit no high notes. But it might
And
just be that baritone.
maybe I'll come in with a and hey, it's just you and me.
Yeah, when we got him coming out with that falsettos.
Yeah, we'll just do that. Do the damn thing.
Do
Put
it,
them-
do it,
hey.
do the damn thing.
So, what do you thought? What are your thoughts? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking this quarantine's kind of fun. You know, some people are back home. A lot of kids are out of school. A lot of times with this technology, it kind of separated everybody. And now I feel like it kind of brought people together, whether they liked it or not. It was probably a little tense the first couple of days. But, you know, maybe you guys should take advantage of this. Maybe pull out some board games.
Yes,
pull out some
great
fun
idea.
trivia games or something. You know?
Absolutely.
Get together, do some different shit.
That's a fantastic idea. You know, I kind of think it's a little bit fun myself. It's very interesting. You know, it'll bring us both. It'll bring us to where we have to do things that we're not accustomed to doing. We're breaking our cycles. Everybody gets in these regular routines, like I got to do this, I got to do that. Well, all that shit's closed now.
That's right.
You can't go to the grocery store and do your normal thing. You can't go to the gym. You can't go to the restaurant. You can't do this, that, and the other thing. So you got to figure something else out. You're going to be alone with your thoughts. You're going to try to pick up a new instrument. Are you going to start writing love books?
That's right.
Maybe one of you out there's going to be the next, I don't know, what's one of them romance novels? You know what I'm talking about? What's
Oh
author-
yeah, oh yeah. What if you know? What if one of them unfinished projects?
Yeah, somebody's going to finish it. Somebody's going to make it happen.
That's right.
Oh, man, that could be amazing.
It could be.
You never know.
It's probably something that we all needed as a society.
It's an experience, and it'll teach all of us. We haven't had nothing really bad happen in this country in what?
It's been
70,
a minute.
80 years?
It's been a minute.
Yeah, a lifetime.
And there's probably some, you know, tragedy.
Tragedy?
I'm sorry.
Tragedy?
There's probably some serious things that were happening around the world, but being that we're flooded with all these media and technology devices, it kind of like puts them out in the background. But then when it struck everybody, almost like that Eminem lyric, it hits middle America. Now it's a tragedy. Now it's so sad to see.
And
You know,
yeah,
so now when it started hitting everybody at home, then it got serious. You know, but when
That's
it
right.
wasn't hitting us at home, we were still having fun posting and selfieing and doing all these
barbecuing.
little Snapchatting and all that stuff. But then when it got real, it got really real, didn't it?
That's right. Everybody at home petting their kittens. Now they got to do something else.
That's right.
You know, what are you going to do? You can't go out and pet a dog. You're used to petting kittens.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I would high five you, but it's the corona.
Yeah, we can't touch.
You're
No
like
touching.
exactly probably 6 feet from me right
I don't
now.
even think we are.
I got a 7
If-
foot wingspan.
I have a 3.5-foot arm. If you put yours out and you can touch mine,
You know I got long arms. I
That's
can
what I'm
scratch my
saying.
knees standing up.
I know you can.
I got like a 7 foot wingspan.
I seen you pick something out from in between your toes while you were fully standing up.
That's
and you
what
didn't
happens.
Even bend
That's
over.
that killer balance.
You got like gorilla arms.
Mr. Miyagi's crane ain't got shit on me.
Yeah, I've seen you do leaps and jumps. You're like a gorilla bouncing around.
But yeah, we keep that social distancing. So you got about a what arm?
I'd say about 2.5, 3 foot.
All right. That means that I got about a 5 foot arm.
I'm 5'10". I'm 5'10", right? So that comes out to what? About 2.5 feet, right?
Right. I'm probably 5'9", 5'10", and for some reason I have like a 7 foot wingspan.
Yeah.
My arms are like long as hell.
Yeah.
You ever seen Shaggy from the Scooby Doo? Like when he does that dancing move and he just goes back, like, he can scratch his shins. I'm pretty close.
You got arms like olive oil from Popeye.
Telling you, I probably got the same kneecaps too.
Don't take up pipe smoking. Hey, what about this? You know, speaking of pipe smoking, this made this idea just pop in my head.
That's a weird transition.
Yeah,
but
no
continue.
shit. But no, but it just popped into my head just like a lightning bolt. Like I think like the satellites turned in my head. They turned away and they're no longer trying to scramble my brain cells. Have you noticed in a lot of the movies recently, there's more smoking? Have you noticed that? I go back to the Joker and even a few movies before that. I've noticed people are smoking cigarettes more in movies.
And I know why.
Is it they're trying to push the vape thing, aren't they?
Yeah, they're trying to push the vape thing out the door.
Yep, they're
because
trying to make
a lot of
cigarettes
those-
cool again.
And it doesn't, I could get back to conspiracies, but I'm not gonna,
It was just an observation.
The
It was
tobacco
just-
company bought all those fucking vape companies. They don't like the profits because they're not the same as tobacco. And they're gonna make it sell so you can buy more cigarettes and buy more cigarettes. We want you back to rolling those pack of cigarettes in your t-shirt sleeves. And all that hair grease and pomade. We want you
Ooh.
back to those Levi's and white tees with your cigarettes rolled up in your
with
left
the
or
pink
right
skirts
sleeve.
with the poodle on the side.
Regardless of your gender, put your cigarettes in your shirt sleeve.
You know, didn't the Rolling Stones sing a song about how if somebody doesn't smoke a certain kind of cigarettes, then they're not the same kind of man as him?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And then didn't somebody else write a song called My Generation?
That's right. Well, that was the Who.
This is our generation.
Well, then you got that flossing. I cannot floss. I have tried that. I've stood in front of the mirror naked
Look.
trying to floss. It didn't work.
I flossed my teeth. That dance is not even worth it. I could do like real dance moves when we used to move our feet with our bodies. These new dance moves are just like their upper torsos doing
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. There's only 2 types of flossing I can do.
You know what one of the laziest dance moves was back in the day? And I
What?
don't know if y'all might agree, maybe
Is
not.
it the Rockaway?
It was the Harlem Shake. Your feet was planted, and only your shoulders was doing this shit. Like, the Harlem Shake. And your feet wasn't doing nothing.
What about the Rockaway?
Yeah, lean back. That's how the fuck I drive. Lean back.
Yeah, lean back. With the Detroit lean, you got to be leaned over to the right. You're almost at driving from the middle of the car.
Even if you don't got a middle armrest, you still got to lean in the middle of your car.
Yeah,
That's how we drive
absolutely.
into deep.
That's what we do here. That's how you call it, the Detroit lean, everybody.
That's right. We don't care. There ain't no hand rest. There ain't no middle seat. It could be the smallest car you got.
You just lean right the fuck over and put your elbow in the passenger seat. And even if there's a passenger there, you just put that elbow right in their crotch and you just lean right
Look,
the fuck over.
The passengers got to deal with what they got to deal with.
That's right. They got to be able to give directions. I hate now, and that's something else.
That's how you know when they're new from Detroit.
Yeah.
You know how to drive with us? My elbow's going there.
Yeah, exactly. You better be prepared. Keep it moist.
That's right. Keep
You know,
it
I
moving.
So there was a day when we were talking the other week, earlier this week, you inspired me.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm talking about.
Sometimes I don't always like to take credit for things. I kind of take a modest approach. But
Well, I'm not giving you.
I don't like to toot my own horn.
toot away.
But in this circumstance,
Ooh.
honk honk, or toot toot,
So
or beep beep, or no, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Continue, sir. I inspired you.
You inspired me to do a little writing, something I haven't done in a long time.
Right. Hold up. I
Oh.
inspired you. Did it make these sounds like these crazy, like holy choir church sounds, like oh? Or was it just like, man, this guy just gave me an idea?
No. No. It was even better than that. A crack of lightning struck in front of me and split this rock that I envisioned. It was almost like a DMT trip.
Dang, DM
Yeah.
Tree?
Yeah, DM tree trip.
Damn, did you watch Tree Willy too? Back to Tree Willy?
Yeah. No, what I'm saying is it was like and then like I saw this big flash of light, and in the flash of light, in my blinded state from the high frequency of luminescence, trying to find all scientiphology of it,
Woo!
I saw it, and it made me think. I says, I'm gonna write a piece of poetry about the coronavirus,
Oh, yeah, and I can't wait.
and we're gonna have for a minute,
Can I create a title for this?
if you would like.
So you got like this fancy like you just like got this spoken word moment. I got like a perfect narrative moment for this.
I have this beautiful book that I discovered on my bookshelf. You know, I got a lot of books. I'm nerdy.
Wow.
Yeah. And I got it back
Let
in.
me see that cover. Let me
it's-
feel this.
I
Let
got
me
that
just,
back
like,
in.
Dang, if y'all could feel this out, this feels like this
high
feels
quality leather.
crazy. This feels like a baby seal before the fur came out.
Dude.
Oh my god.
That's pure elephant skin right there.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
It's like veal.
It's like
It's like a baby calf right now. Like
Veal parmesan.
they fucking poached a baby calf right now. This is what this feels like, or a baby fucking unicorn.
It's amazing. It's beautifully soft.
Damn. It's as smooth as Donald Trump's comb over.
Hey, listen, we'll get a little sidetracked here. That comb over.
So let me set you up, man, because like I'm excited to hear this.
Okay,
shit.
okay. All right, set me up.
If
then.
everybody's ready for this, I'm
Are
gonna
you
set
guys
this
ready?
man up.
You
Like he
two?
said, he's got something. He wants to express some feelings. I gotta fucking set my man up.
Okay.
And I'm like the hype man.
So
I used to
ready?
do this shit. I used to
Do
be the
it.
hype man, like yeah, boy, like Flavor Flav type shit. What the hell's the public enema anyway? No, anyway, I'm gonna help my man up. So he said he's got these spoken word. Damn, he's breaking out some bifocal.
What was that?
Bifocals coming out.
Was that like a big old burp? Was that one of my 808s?
No, I was just shocked. I had to step back. I might have just caught it audio.
Oh shit, these things are dirty as fuck.
Damn.
Set me up while I do a
Those
little.
look foggier than the fucking
You need to get out
than
the,
the
fog.
Lysol cloud you sprayed when you got out of your car today.
I'm gonna need a light tower and a foghorn to see through these.
You know when people spray that cologne and you gotta walk through it? That's what he did when he walked to my house. He just like was like Corona defense and like made a cloud of fucking Lysol over himself.
Okay, here we go.
You got your Santa Claus bifocals ready?
There we
So
go.
I'm ready to introduce you with
We're
this
ready.
crazy poem.
Hit me with it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I present to you from Ment to Vent and Heimtime Vision, we bring to you William, aka Billiams, aka One Take Will's spoken word.
This is my spoken word poem titled Media Flu. Do you have a dry cough and the fever heat?
Maybe.
It's not because you ate all that sweaty meat.
Oh,
Do your legs feel weak and you're short of breath?
do I?
Well, it's not from beating your genitals to death.
I do.
You have the corona. Stay away from me.
I like beer.
It's the Rona. Cough into your sleeve.
Got you.
That COVID-19, we're under attack. So put your mask on and get 6 feet back.
Look out, motherfuckers.
Media craze stirring up the people.
For real.
I don't have any teepee to wipe my butt.
Real deal.
Have been defecating outside with the dogs.
Keep it clean.
So I hired some kid to pick up the logs.
Super gross.
Hey man, you're breaking my fucking concentration here. I'm trying to
Time
read
out.
some poetry.
Time out.
No timeout.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah. What are you talking about timeout? There's no
I
timeout
thought
in real
maybe I
life.
broke you. I told you I was going to do that there.
I know it was great, but it just made me laugh.
Well, I'll start it back right there.
All right. No, we're good. We're good.
Where was I?
The stock market's fuck. Shit.
The shop cart market.
Here we go. Let's talk in proper English. The stock market is crashing. What a joke. Trump wants to pay us all to stay home.
Crazy.
If the zombies start crawling from the ground, my posse and I are strapped. We're prepared to defend the town.
Double tap.
The coronavirus, stay 6 feet from me.
Back up off me.
It's that ronavirus You better not sneeze.
You better keep back.
COVID-19, it sounds like the flu, but it could be the undead coming for you.
That's right.
And that's my media flu poem.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, and whatever you decide to represent yourself by, was a spoken word by my man Will, a.k.a. William, a.k.a. Billiam, a.k.a. One Take Will, a.k.a. The Man.
Gang, gang.
That was awesome. That was really nice, man.
Thank you.
That was
Thank
really
you.
Nice. I appreciate that.
You know what really made me feel like I was going to be able to do this?
What's up?
I read it, the second draft. That was the final. I read it to a young man in his early 20s. He was real young, only 21 years old.
Okay.
And, you know, I'm in my late 30s now, so reading it to a young man like that, he's like, wow, did you write all that yourself? I was like, yeah, it's all original. I wrote all that. He's like, dude.
Wow.
And that made me feel good about it. I'm like, okay, if I can get this young kid to like it, then I can get anybody to like it. You know, because young kids are hard.
Now, did you interpret that right? Did he be like, wow, did you write that out yourself? Like, you're a fucking idiot. Or did he
Dude.
be like, wow, did you write that out yourself? Like, I can't even get past my cell phone game.
That is a possibility. Maybe I didn't interpret it. You know, I don't understand these youngsters.
It's hard to understand, y'all. So
This
no
Gen-
disrespect if
what
I
are they?
interpreted it wrong.
What are they on now? It's Gen Z1?
Some people call it the spin generation because they don't know how to react to just one situation, because the second they hear about one crazy drama or dramatic experience, next week here comes a new one. So it's like, that's why they call them the spin generation, because once another one, here comes another one, here comes another one, here comes another, because the media has kind of like got everybody like in this tornado or, you know, tornado of emotion. They don't even know how to control themselves, if that sounds funny or not.
No,
but
no,
whatever.
it sounds right. You know what's funny is now we got 2020. People are going to be born. Are we going to call them the COVID-19 generation? I mean, are they going to be the flu gen? Gen flu.
Right.
Damn, that's going to suck.
So,
2020, 2020. I can't even stop
you got
stuttering.
the boomers, you got the millennials.
Yep. You got
and you
Gen.
got the COVIDers.
You got Gen LGBTQRZXY.
And then you got the COVIDers.
Yeah, you got the COVIDers.
COVIDers.
The
Coming.
the COVID-ip. Because if you say like the 19, you could make it like an IP, the COVID-ip.
Yeah, the coveration.
Oh, but that's all I got. Little poetry in the moment.
For each other.
So my grandmother and I were talking about podcasts, right? She said it's coming full circle. It's just like the new old radio broadcasts, what they're doing now. Everything's coming full circle. She
Yeah,
says
you know, they say history repeats itself.
history does that all the time.
And it's just different angles, the way, you know, technology's evolved. It still has a grasp on where we came from.
Absolutely. The old radio broadcasts were done exactly like this, except without the video format.
They didn't have that visual.
No, just that's it. You don't even need the visual. It was all voice. It was all sound. It was right there in your ears, tickling your cerebellum.
That's why people love that, you know, streaming podcasts on those streaming services, because they can still get
Absolutely.
that audio. It almost puts you in a little time capsule, because they put you back in the day when they used to broadcast those old radio, you know, programs. They were TV shows on the radio.
And it's even better now. Can you imagine going back in time to when it was all radio, but they didn't have headphones yet?
Yep.
They only used headphones in the studio. Your average consumer did not listen to a radio broadcast with headphones. They listened in their car, they listened in their home, they listened, you know, at their workplace, but they didn't have it directly in their ears.
Yeah, it wasn't accessible because it was like a status symbol back then. You know, those were expensive, hot commodities.
That's right. It wasn't cheap to make a set of headphones that sounded crystal clear like we do today.
Nowadays, the technology is like whatever form or level, you can still have the equality of a top dollar technology, but with a lower name.
Absolutely.
And people still decide to make that top dollar purchase, but they still have a lot of things that are pretty equal. You know.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
but
Comparably
it wasn't
equal.
available back then.
No, it was not available back
So
then.
back then it was like a status symbol if you had headphones at home. Until you got to the 60s and 70s, you know, like as music and everything and technology evolved and everything, you know, everything became more accessible to everybody.
You know, I got a thought for you. What do you think about this trend? Because everything's shut down, the bars and the gyms and all that. People want to, they're attempting to open their own bar out of their garage. Like people are saying it's like the Roaring 20s all over again or whatever, and they're trying to make speakeasies in their garage. What do you think about that?
I mean, I think it's fun, but I don't think you should try to like broadcast it on the like internet or social media. I think you should just keep it with your friends and family. That sounds like a blast. But if you get involved where people are going to come in and feel like their pockets are being taken money out of and stuff like that, that's when
Well,
just
I don't
keep it
think
to yourselves. Just get a little group together. I think it'd be cool if you get a
Yeah.
little group together.
I don't think it's gonna be like that. I don't think it's gonna go that deep where they're gonna be robbing motherfuckers.
No, I'm not saying robbing it, but like the police will come in because the government say like, oh, this party store or this brand of liquor ain't making no money.
I got
Like
you.
some of them guys, them big corporations that make a lot of money off of those things,
Yeah.
will want to get a piece of that.
Like-
so I think if you just keep it low key, just invite people low key. You know what I'm saying? Just do it on your social medias or personally,
Absolutely.
through your phone contacts. Just be like, yo, man, we're having this little speakeasy party.
Having
It'd
this
probably be a
little
lot of fun.
together.
Probably a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, you can invent. Ooh, excuse me, got a little indigestion there. Ooh, you can invent like drinks based around the virus.
For sure.
Or around the fact that we're quarantined, or things of that nature.
Yeah, like remember that shot, whatever the shot's called, where you can't touch your hand, you got to fucking put your mouth over it. I think it's called a blowjob or some shit. You put your mouth over the shot, you can't touch it with your
Oh,
hands.
you can call that.
We can call that the COVID-19. Or we
I
can
was
call
gonna
it the
s-
Corona shot.
Or yeah, we could call it that. Yeah, I was thinking like we call it the quarantine because you can't touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, so what if they put the shot inside a plastic bag and they poke a hole in the plastic bag and it's called the quarantine? So you got to drink it through the plastic bag.
Oh, that's a great idea.
That's crazy.
That's
That's
a
great. That'd be
fantastic
crazy.
idea. That's funny.
We'll call that one the quarantine.
Yeah, we'll call that the quarantine.
Or you got to put yourself in like a garbage bag made poncho. You can't have your arms out. You only got your head out. Or your head ain't even out. They cut you one hole for whatever eye you choose. Then they cut a hole for your mouth. And you got to do whatever shot they give you.
And then you guys could play games. Like at the door, when people come in, everybody gets a Tyvek suit, okay? And you could play games, who's got the virus, and everybody searches for cuts in their Tyvek suit. Because you don't know.
What they'll do is one time they'll give one person like one odd color when you decide to be involved in the game. So they give you the Tyvek suit and they put one color inside my man, one odd color inside somebody.
Yeah.
And then whenever that person comes, you got to find whoever that person is with the odd color. Then you get a free shot.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
And then you and that person that's infected get to share that shot. I mean, not share the shot, but you'll be able to get free shot.
You'll get a shot. Yeah, it's like a prize. You'll get a prize.
Yep.
And
so
it's a shot.
bartenders, whenever you have them bars, y'all know where it came from. Meant to vent.
Meant to vent, coming at you.
Big
with these
Heim.
hot
and Will.
ideas.
One take Will.
Yeah.
The real Heim won.
Yep. We're giving you these
The
hot
originators.
ideas.
The creators and the originators.
And this has been another episode of Meant to Vent.
Hello, hello, hello. What the fuck is up?
Hey, what's going on, YouTube?
Meant to vent, bitch asses.
Here we are back once again, bringing you that coronavirus.
Hold up.
Hold up to what? What, am I interrupting you again?
Fuck that. Shut the fuck up.
Eat a dump truck full of dicks.